Hi, Eric Gibaud, Ingrid Rodríguez. Here we try to see the eclipse. So as I said on my video about the eclipse, I'm going to use my Fujifilm GFX 100S2 with the 250mm and the multiplier 1.4. Here this is a head by K&F Concept, actually presented. Ingrid, she's going to use her Alpha 6700 with the lens is the 28 to 350mm. Both we're going to use filters are presented by K&F Concept, ND 1000, ND 100,000, ND 1 million. Probably I'm not going to use the 1 million, okay? 10 stop and 16 stop. And Ingrid, she has also K&F Concept, ND 1000, 10 stop, and ND 100,000, 16 stop. Not sure it will be possible because it's cloudy, it comes, it goes, all this. We're going to see if we're lucky. Here in Tenerife, it will be 70%. Okay, we'll see. So if you see the video, if it happens, things went okay. If you don't see it, well, you don't even know it existed. So let's start. Here in Tenerife, we will have 70% of cover. In some part of Europe, it's more, and in north of Spain, it's 100%. Okay, important two things. Protect yourself. Glasses is so important. Although you have glasses, don't watch more than 30 seconds and then have your eyes rest about 1 minute. It's so important. In the case of Ingrid, she had an operation of her eyes. She cannot look at it. It's recommended not to look at it anyway. So if we manage to get the sun, obviously. So important. Protection of your gear. Have it covered because it's hot. Obviously, if it was a winter eclipse, that would not be that hot. And also, put the cap on between pictures. You make 2-3 pictures, you put the cap on or you cover it so it doesn't get hot inside. It's so important. But more important than the gear, your eyes. Don't forget to protect yourself. And when you put your glasses, look at this and then you look at the sun, not like watching and then putting it, okay? A simple tip, if you want to see your screen, your monitor, use a towel like this so you can actually see it protects from heat. There is Ingrid, okay? But, well, she's covering the lens right now. It's better if it's dark like mine, okay? But that's a simple tip that really helps. Why is she laughing? Why? Because I don't know how to count zeros. I didn't understand why the setting of the camera was so different. Because she had the 100,000 ND and I've got the 1 million because I counted 6 zeros instead of 5 to have also 100,000. So don't forget, count properly. Stop laughing, I should say. It's really hard because there are clouds, it comes out. The eclipse just started right now. I think we have one picture, I'm not sure. So we need to wait for the cloud to move on. This is probably my most important tip. Although you don't see the sun, you just see some bright area, shoot anyway. I could not see the sun and it was there when I developed the picture, so shoot. Well, it's hard, but yes, I did manage to get a few pictures between the clouds. There's some cloud in front of it, but I can still see the sun. There's a small bite in there, maybe 10-15%. So we're going to see, because still almost an hour in total. So we can see where it goes, but so far I've got one picture, so I'm happy already, okay? There are two possible exposure. One is to expose for the sun because we want to see the small stain or the small pearl, all this. So astronomers, normally they do that. But as a photographer, maybe you want some context, maybe you want to see the clouds around, maybe you want to see a landscape or whatever. In this case, you will manage to get some light over this area, but in this situation, the sun will be overexposed. You will not be able to see the small stain, the small sensation of a sphere. All this, you will see the small bite of the moon, or even the full eclipse, depending where you are. So it's you to decide. There's not a specific rule. I think astronomers will prefer to have the sun and details, all this. And as a photographer, maybe you want some context. Okay, so it's up to you. There's no rule on that. It's really impressive how fast this moves. Not just the moon, also the sun is going lower on the horizon. So it's important to maintain a minimum speed. I said it in my other video, but it's really true. You really see I stop making pictures, then I come back, and it's moved a lot. The framing is not the same, so don't forget this. Don't do long exposure with this, otherwise forget about sharpness of the moon shadow, and also the limit of the sun, the surrounding will not be sharp. So it's really important, maintain a minimum speed, okay? It's really important. In this picture, the eclipse was behind the clouds, but what's incredible, when you look at the top of the clouds, it was like rainbow. So even if you don't see the eclipse, still shoot. There are many things that are really nice to see and capture. By the way, if you wanted to help me, don't forget I've got affiliate links in the description. Please use them. And if you wanted to buy Luminar, you get a 10% discount with my code ERIC10. 10% on top of any offer they have, so still place your code and you save some more money. And with ERIC20, you get 20% on K&F, where you will find all the accessories by K&F Concept, like this head I've been using, tripod, filters, all this. Everything from K&F Concept and more brands. So use it. That helps you, that helps me, everyone happy. Thank you so much. Let's carry on. In 10 minutes is maximum, the 70% we get here in the Canary Islands. But there's massive clouds. I don't think I will be able to catch it. But anyway, so far we were able to get some pictures. I think it's beautiful when you have the clouds around. I really love it. We'll see when I develop the raw file to see how it goes. But yeah, for sure, this video you will see it. Well, I missed the 70% because it was behind the clouds, but now it appeared again. I love it because really it's the top that's really different, and I see the cloud also. I'm going to frame a bit different, but really I'm happy to have seen so much despite the clouds. Really fantastic. I'm so happy about that. Now I'll show you some pictures, and really nice, no doubt. I like it. There's a lot of clouds, so I do see the sun through the clouds, but I think I'm going to try the ND1000 10 stop instead of 16 to see if I can catch a bit of the ambience of the clouds, see what happened. Okay, so let's change filters. Well, I think it's a lot better this way because I capture the clouds around. Obviously, the sun is overexposed. I don't see the details there, but it's in the cloud anyway. So I think it's nice, but beware, if you go from ND16 to ND10, the ND100,000 to ND1000, or from 16 to 10 stops, more light gets in there, can get hotter, but anyway, we do feel the temperature is a lot lower since the eclipse is getting stronger. But I prefer this. I'm not an astronomer, so I think this is really nice to have it this way. I see some clouds around. I like it. Well, really here it was a real nightmare to expose because clouds were passing by all the time. Light was not stable, but I did manage to get this picture, so it was really difficult. By the way, if you're interested in any of the gear I've used today by K&F, well, on the website of K&F, K&F Concept gear like this head or the tripod or the filters, maybe you don't do eclipse on a regular basis, but maybe long exposure, ND1000, 10 stop, that's great for that. So in case you're interested, I'll leave you links in the description and use my code ERIC20, you get a 20% discount. Thank you so much to them for sending me all this gear for this eclipse. Let's carry on. And then we could not see the eclipse any longer, and when the sun reappeared, it was over. But still, I'm really happy because I got these dramatic pictures. I did expose for the highlights, this is why it's so dark around, but I think it was really nice to see it anyway. So don't forget, even if you don't see the eclipse, still wait, there may be many things or great pictures you could see and make. Well, the eclipse is over. Thank you so much to Ingrid for coming with me. Check her picture. I'll leave you her Instagram here. Thank you so much to her. Thank you so much to, obviously, K&F for sending me the filters, the head, all this I've been using. The links are in the description if you want them. Thank you so much to you for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. The small button on here is a small bell. If you click on the bell, we'll get notified when I upload a new video. My website, ericgibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. Don't forget, I've got affiliate links in the description. Please use them. And if you wanted to buy Luminar, you get a 10% discount with my code ERIC10. 10% on top of any offer they have. So still place your code and you save some more money. with Eric20 you get a 20% discount on K&F, where you will find all the accessories by K&F Concept and more brands. So use it, that helps you, that helps me, everyone happy. Thank you so much. I'll also leave you my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much, please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.